Hi. I'd ask you how it went, but since you're here again, I guess I know already, huh? Oh well, just come on in.
Cheers.
Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
Begging your pardon, my good shade.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
I won't forget you, Nyx, I swear it.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again? Done. I should go. Stygius, blade of the underworld, I need your strength.
That kind of hurt. Let me give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
I'll keep that in mind, mate.
Yeah!
All right, one more time. That looks like a Daedalus hammer. Enchantments for my weapon. Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you. Witches. For safekeeping. Oh, it's her. That must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
Interested in the power to break hearts? Sure, I don't see why not. Brimstones. Let's call it even. Mine. I'll just take that. Where now? Gemstones. Hey, lads. That's what you get. It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
He's offering an exchange. Looks like I caught a big one. The power of the seas should be of help. What I wouldn't give for, say, a healing flask of some sort. Oh no.
Wretches of the underworld, this is your chance.
Father. Wait!
Your time's up, boy.
You cold, Father?
Oh! It's fun watching the pool of sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and sometimes somebody pops out of there like you. House staff and guests of honor. No one else. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
Well, sign me in then.
Disgraceful.
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? You must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's going to fire her, even without something like this. Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade, boy, is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice. Let's make some adjustments. The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
I give the orders around here.
Nyx must be someplace else. Darkness is power. Power. I should go.
You know something, boyo? I think you could do a real number on one of these columns holding up this place and bring the whole thing down in just a few swipes. Boom, boom, boom! And hate to be standing near one of them if you did.
Wreck my father's finely crafted architecture every chance I get. That I can do for sure.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really. Ready as I'll ever be. Uncle Poseidon.
Ahoy, nephew! I bet you have your hands full dealing with your enemies down there, so let me see what I can do. And I can do a lot!
The ocean's fury. Out of my sight. More numbskulls? A chthonic key. This can unlock something back home. Sound.
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head. I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Let's liven things up. Bottle of nectar. Who should I give this to? Let me see. I always come back. Good enough to eat. You honor me. Pests. colorful. Gods grant me strength. Cheers. What?
Do not presume that you escape my notice, boy.
Oh, this is trouble.
Oh, that was it.
That was too much.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
I listen.
Aw, one of those wretched louds just killed you dead that time. Those mean old slappy guys? Maybe try killing them beforehand, I don't know.
Right. Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that, boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
What's on your mind, contractor?
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful. Wonder where Nyx went. Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank you, boy. How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All three mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
You don't let anybody in or out of this place, do you, boy?
What's up, boyo?
Got something new to try. All set.
Hey, pal, watch where you throw those bloodstone things of yours. You drop them, you go pick them up, you understand? But if somebody gives you grief, you got my permission to chuck one right in his eye.
I'll just aim generally for the midsection, since the eyes are a lot harder to hit in my experience. No turning back. Crashing waves, a trident.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours. So call me if you need anything, especially to smash your enemies to bits.
Oh, what's this? The wrath of Poseidon at my beck and call. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
With your power, Lord Ares, maybe I'll get out of here yet. Don't get in my way. Something for the mirror. Give it up. Power of Olympus. I'm honored. kill you. Poseidon. For the mirror. Ready, lads? Olympus.
Generous right now, know what I mean? And so he's something extra potent for you. Ought to keep you going for a while longer than you're used to there.
Cheers to that. I'm back. Again. What happened to Hypnos?
Your enemy is not the wretched dead, and not your father, lad. It is the underworld itself. It has been fashioned to prevent escape. You must have seen by now how all the chambers seem to rearrange themselves.
The underworld itself. My enemy. I'll do my best anticipating its surprises, sir. Those shades are always milling about. You keep an eye on Father for me, boy. Don't let him sour up everyone's mood.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that, in his own way.
I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet? Or looking for more pain and suffering?
More pain and suffering for sure. After all, you taught me to appreciate the finer things.
You keep telling yourself that, boy. But mark you my words, sooner or later, this life that you have chosen for yourself shall teach you I was right.
Good talk. Good talk. Let's go with this assignment, contractor. My father surely would approve.
You've no authority in my domain.
Hey, the lounge is open. Greetings, broker.
The prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I, just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today. I'm headed out for a while.
I the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work. Greetings, Chef.
Lord Hades' wine cellar. Few are those to have a taste of that intoxicating vintage, and fewer still know how to get inside.
Now, if only I knew how to open one of these damned casks, things might get a little brighter around here.
I trust that the mirror in your bedchamber has proved satisfactory, dear child.
Better than I could have possibly imagined, Nyx. You mentioned there was something more that it could do once I had grown accustomed. I think I'm ready for that now.
It shall be as you wish.
Appreciate that. The mirror's grown in power. Thank you, Nyx.
Waiting over here.
Don't suppose I can talk you into fighting back this time?
Not a chance, boyo. I'm paid to take it, not to dish it out. Now give it to me.
Okay.
Whoa, yeah!
Ready. I'm getting out of here. There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
I sure could use some company now that she mentions it. Power of the hunt sounds handy too. Do not mess with me right now. I can use this to unlock a weapon. Olympus. I'll earn your favor yet. On my authority. Where now? Got you. Artemis. Brimstones. Come meet my blade. Centaur heart. That must be one of those infernal troves. Not now.
The Sullen Artemis reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just don't make any sudden movements with her, hmm?
I feel fabulous. Sure, why not?
That is private property.
Come and get it. Nice try.
Worthless.
That's that. Good enough. Something I can use. Should be useful. Let's go, lads.
Lady Aphrodite's blessing there already. Love and death together, hand in hand. Sounds most agreeable to me.
The War God's power. Must be the fountain chamber I commissioned back at home. This can unlock a weapon back at home.
Good. A place of calm and respite.
whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
And not a moment too soon. Yum. Phew.
Your Highness. Hey, Prince Ed. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care. Sure, here you go.
Thank you, mate.
Bye.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that? You got some sort of wares for sale? Then I'll just have a look around.
What's with that Charon man? He's sort of, I don't know, though I am glad he's been of service.
Time to feast. Sweet. I'm here, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then. Beg me for mercy.
Olympus.
of Hades.
Olympus.
How?
Ah, cheers for that, Meg.
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Pardon the interruption, everyone.
Happen to know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know.
Hey boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
Tremors and darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as lord. I cannot say the same for you.
What am I, composed entirely of gemstones? Nyx, sometimes I get the impression the Olympians look down on those of us born of the underworld. Is that my imagination, or what do you make of it?
The gods of Mount Olympus tend to think themselves above us, child. Or so your father often likes to say. He alone was relegated to this realm, and grew resentful of his relatives on high.
I can't imagine him otherwise.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than nothing. Something smells good. Got anything good? Nyx? You've done so much for me. I thought you might like this.
A gift as beautiful as this requires reciprocity, dear child. I wished, regardless, to provide you a token of my love.
I'm very grateful, Nyx. I want to go lie down.
There he is. Little tip, boyo. You find any coinage while you're out there, you be sure to pawn it off to that old Chiron. Boatman guy, use it or lose it, pal. Use it or lose it.
Thanks, mate. Note to self, always spend everything I earn instead of ever saving. There we go. Varatha, the Eternal Spear, join my pursuit.
Get anything good? That's the stuff. Didn't hurt.
Oops. got something new to try.
Bet I got you pretty good.
It is the dead of night, or the approximation of it in the realm of Hades. Prince of the underworld Zagreus rises from a fitful slumber, with much mischief on his mind.
Mischief? Me? I was just going to have a little look through Father's stuff.
All is quiet at this time. Ever-dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him. All are fast asleep, save for the prince. It is exactly as he planned.
Lower your voice, old man. I'm trying to be sneaky here.
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught, but ill expecting what he is about to find.
I said shut up, old man.
He does not know exactly what he seeks. He only knows that something always has felt off to him, that he does not belong. Who is he, really? Lord Hades never would indulge such questions, so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
I'm not listening.
He rifles through his lord father's possessions. There is not much of any import there. Ledgers and administrative paperwork. Correspondence from Olympus which he had ignored. No trace of any reference to his son. But then, there is the note. Written finally in a hand and voice the likes of which the prince had never seen or heard.
Hades, I can no longer tolerate my life here in this place. So I am leaving, even if it kills me. I won't be returning to Olympus. If there is a place where I belong in this world, it must be somewhere between heaven and hell. Perhaps it's on the coast and has a little garden. Take care of Cerberus. I shall miss him. Persephone.
Thus did Prince of the Underworld Zagreus absorb the contents of this hidden letter, written in his mother's hand.
His mother's hand? My mother's hand? Wait, what? You're saying this Persephone, that she's my mother? But Father always said that Nyx was that liar. He lied to me. They both did. All my life.
Thus did the prince discover, inadvertently, the well-kept truth about his lineage. Entirely by chance, this did occur. Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld. Where had she gone? And why? Engulfed by newfound questions and his rage, the prince decided to confront his lord and master.
Why? You're Nyx. You're not my mother. All this time, you and my father, you lied to me?
Oh, my dear child. So now you know. So now you know. But only half the truth. I can explain the rest, so please. It never was my wish to hurt you.
Mother, I wonder, will you even remember me?
Nice!
Family. Death is your only family. Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
No, not on your life. Gust of air. This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey, boss. Found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now, come on. We've both got places to be.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to maybe map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that. To a weapon. Don't keep them waiting.
Son to Hades by that Nyx, the night goddess. Is that correct, nephew? Well, I suppose she's closest to a queen as your lord fathers like to find down there. I tried to match him up with some more wholesome types, but no, and here we are.
Thunder time. Birthright. Strength of the centaurs.
Caught me on a break again. I heard straight from the source the Fury Mega has been giving you a time there, hasn't she? Trust me, I know the feeling. So I'm grateful that you're here and that she's not. You give her hell for me next time, won't you?
Oh, I'll get her for the both of us one of these days. Nights? Whenever.
You got it.
Cheers, mate.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
Lots of wretchedness to go around, I guess. Shiny. this place?
Herself, they say. A fascinating character, ill-liked upon Olympus, although I myself have always longed to meet her.
A boon for a boon. This means war. Here we go again.
You really think you can get out of here?
Whoops. Stay dead.
Why do I pay these wretches?
There we go. Why not? To a weapon. So quiet. They must have lots of these upon Olympus. That's better. Look who. Welcome. Really? Good enough to eat. I grow stronger. That's a relief. I'm back, Meg.
And there you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
did it. The ancient blood. Achilles might know what to do with this.
How did you?
Don't mind me, Father. I'll take it. Can wash away my boons. Made it this far. Done. Change of scenery, at least.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof. Slam dancers.
You shall regret this.
You lot, huh?
I should not be the supervisor here.
Now to collect. All aboard. Spreaders. Got him. grant me strength. Thank you for your support. Bloodless. Get out. There's something. You're not Dusa.